Hello everyone, I'm back. So my exams are over today, so let's get back to problem solving, which is more important, right? So today we have the problem boats to save people. So you are given an array people where people of I is the weight of the ith person and an infinite number of boats where each boat can carry a maximum weight of limit, okay? Each boat carries at most two people at the same time, at most two people, okay? Provided the sum of the weight of those people is at most limit, return the minimum number of boats to carry every given person, okay? So what the problem is saying is that we have few people whose weights are given, right? And we have a limit. What is that limit? The maximum weight a boat can carry, okay? A boat can carry at max two people and the weight should not exceed this limit, okay? We have to find the minimum number of boats that are required, okay? So this is just another problem where we have to choose people randomly and fill up the boards, okay? But is it going to be that random? Is the choosing going to be that random? No, because we have to stay in the limit, right? Our weight should be within the limit, okay? And number of people can only be two, right? So when we choose, we can't blindly choose. We have to think of a few things, right? So we have been given a value limit, right? We can't exceed this value, we can't exceed this weight. Now how are we going to, what is the possible way that we can exceed this limit? That is when we choose two people who are very heavy, right? Heavy and heavy pairs up. In such a case we can exceed the limit, right? There is a fair amount of chance. Now what is the case, how can we choose people in such a way that we don't exceed the limit? We can choose two light people, right, who have lesser weight, okay? If we choose two heavy people, if they exceed the limit, okay, instead of putting them in a single boat, we have to put them in two separate boats, right? So instead of using one boat, we are using up two boats, right? Which we don't want. We want to minimize the number of boats, right? If we choose two light people, we are definitely able to transport them in a single boat, right? But let's say this is the capacity, weight capacity of our boat, okay? And let's say we choose two light people, this and this, okay? They are light. So what about this? We are wasting a lot of capacity, right? We are wasting a lot of capacity, isn't it? And if we would have chosen two heavy people, right, we are not being able to accommodate them, right? So just observe one thing. If you put this heavy guy into our boat, okay, this small little space is left, okay? And if you put a light guy into our boat, this big weight is left, right? This big space which is nothing but a in which we can accommodate a heavy person, right? So if we put a light person in our boat, okay, there is a lot of capacity left. So in that space we can put a heavy person, right? So there would be two people and we will just need one boat. Or say if we put a heavy person, we can put a light person with him, right? So this weight limit won't be exceeded, we will put in such a way, right? So in that case also we put two people but we are using only one boat, so our we are able to minimize, right? So heavy and light. So we take inspiration from both of them, and what we are going to do, we will say, okay, one heavy person come here and one light person, you come here. Both of you go to a single boat, okay? Let's say this is our array given, okay, people. Now we can see it's pretty random, right? This person is heavy, the next person is lighter, this person is heavy, then this person is more heavy, then this person is a little bit heavy, then this person is lesser, right? So it's going to be kind of random, right? So for our ease, to make our lives easier, what we can do, we will sort this array. We can sort this array, right? This is the sorted array. So if we sort this array, we are getting the lightest person at the first and the heaviest person in the right, isn't it? Pretty simple. So what are we doing actually? We are thinking in a greedy fashion, right? This is nothing but a greedy thinking, right? That we will choose a heavy guy and a light guy, isn't it? So let's say our limit is given as 9. Let's say a boat can have at max 9 units of weight, okay? So let's say we choose this guy. Okay, 3 you come here, lightest guy. 7 you come here, heaviest guy. What is the total weight? We are getting a weight of 10. No, we can't put them in a boat. This heavy guy is going to drown him, isn't it? This guy needs to go alone. So 7, you are heavy, you are fat, you go, you escape and you start working out, all right? So this guy leaves, we use one boat, okay? Now who is the heavier guy left? Heaviest guy, this is the heaviest guy, right? So we call 6. Okay, 6, you come here, you come here. What is the total weight? combined weight, it is 9, right? It is in the limits, isn't it? At max 9, so our weight is 9 now. We can say yes, you guys can go together, right? So we send them in a boat, a single boat. So 6 and 3 leaves, they are done, they are done. Okay, now comes this light guy and this heavy guy. Okay, we see 5 and 4, what is their combined weight? The combined weight is 9, right? Which is in the limits, which is in the limits. We will say okay, 4 and 5, you take one boat and you guys leave. Okay, now who is left? These two guys are gone, right? Now who is left? 4 is left, right? So he doesn't have any partner, so he needs to go alone, right? We can't do anything, right? So 4 takes up one boat, so we took 4 boats in total, right? So this is going to be our thinking, way of thinking. Okay, so these were the two possible cases of choosing the weights, choosing the people, right? But this would have used up a greater number of boats, and this would have wasted a lot of boats, right? And because of that, what will happen? If all the light people leave together, okay, if all the light people leave together, the heavy people will be left. The heavy people will be left at the end. So there is a possible chance that we won't be able to pair them up, isn't it? See this case, right? So in that situation also, they will need, each of the heavy person might need to go on a single boat, right? Thus wasting a lot of boats, isn't it? So this is the optimal way we can transport the people, isn't it? Half of this, half of this, both of the cases are happy. We come to this case. Okay, okay, so let's start writing the code. What are we going to do? We are initially going to sort our array, right, for our convenience, and we will need a variable which will count the number of boards that we are going to use, right? And two pointers where and where? One would be here and one would be here. So 0th position and length minus 1 position, right? We are going to use a two pointer approach. I equals to 0, j equals to people dot length minus 1, right? Now while I is less than equals to j, we are choosing the light people from the left and choosing the heavy people from the right. Okay, and we are coming towards each other. They are coming towards each other, right? So what is the sum of their weights? People of I, the light person, and people of j, the heavy person, right? Now if the weight, combined weight, becomes greater than the limit, what will happen? We can't transport them. Otherwise there would be something, we need to do something. Now if the weight has exceeded, what we are going to do? We will, this, because of this 7, the weight had exceeded, right? So what did we do? We transported 7 alone, right? We said that okay, 7 you go, and our pointer from here, it would come here. 7 has left, right? So j minus minus, isn't it? And boats plus plus. So we discarded the last guy and he took one boat, isn't it? Otherwise, if let's say this guy and this guy combined weight is in the limits, right? So we will discard both of them, isn't it? So if our I is here, we discard it, our I will come here, and j is here, we discard it, j will come here. So I plus plus and j minus minus, and both of them take one boat with them, isn't it? So boats plus plus. At the end, return what? Return boats. This part can be definitely shortened, but this makes a lot of sense, right? So let's keep it as it is. Okay, so this is the test case that I used in my whiteboarding. Let's see if it works. Do we get 4? Yes, we get 4. So this is how things are working. Okay, let's submit. Nice. So what is the time complexity? Pretty clear. A big O of n log n. What is it? N log n, and a big O of n or n by 2, you can say, right, for this two pointer. So yeah, this is pretty much about this problem. If you like the video, do hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with a new video. Bye bye.